The IHWA Premier League is proudly brought to you by Champion Auto Glass, Front Row Screens, your local streaming superheroes, and CD Dodd, scrap metal recyclers.
Welcome to Perth Ice Arena for tonight's late game matchup between the Perth Sharks and the Northern Vikings. Luke Worthington alongside Chris Kostopoulos. The Sharks, huge playoff implications for them tonight.
So they're in fourth position, are they, Luke? You had the
I did.
The ladder out earlier.
Our friend Paul, who commentates the other games, sent me the ladder. So yeah, a Vikings win would put them 1 point back of the Sharks, who currently sit on 8 points. The Vikings are on 5 as we're underway.
Well, the next question is, how many games are left after tonight's round?
3.
Oh, okay.
Or maybe 2. Yes, 2. As we're back underway, it gets pushed off Pelliccioni into the corner. Williams, he pushes it up ice. Now coming the other way, it's the Sharks through the middle now. They shoot and a save by McLeod, who I'm very surprised to see in the lineup tonight. A big hit in the corner by Natman. Absolutely levels Langell as that one goes down onto Pelliccioni's net. Chapman battling for it with Kiuchi. Williams clears it out from in front. Working it up the corner. Down the side is Williams.
So the ladder positions aren't set in stone just yet then, apart from maybe the top 3.
The top 3, they will all be in the finals.
Yeah.
That was a given about 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
But the fourth spot is up for grabs. The Sharks are in the driver's seat. A win tonight will pretty much secure them finals, but they will have to face Flyers Blue. So that will actually leave them without a coach in the first final, and they will be playing the toughest team in the competition on the ice here at Perth, I imagine. As Jackson hacks at it down low in the corner. Langell trying to work it out of there. Radcliffe Smith trying to work it out of there. In the corner now, the Vikings going for it. They try and work it around past Lelik, but it's taken away now by Langell. He had a good game in the first matchup of tonight for Flyers Blue. Working it down the left wing. Shooting save McLeod. In front they score. McLeod just lost track of the puck. And Radcliffe Smith bats it in on the doorstep.
Vikings defenseman also lost track of the puck by the looks of that.
I'm
leaving a guy sitting there on that post. Sorry, mate, go on.
I'm just saying I'm very surprised to see McLeod playing tonight. After he went down last week.
What I didn't see last week was... Oh, okay.
I thought it was a lower body injury initially, but it was an upper body injury. So, yeah. Interesting to see him back. I thought that Dewar might face off against the Sharks tonight. As the puck gets dumped in down low. Sharks skating onto it. They applied some good pressure, and now it's in front. McLeod trying to cover it up, but behind the net, the Vikings are going to try and work it out of there. Not quite. Radcliffe Smith in the corner, and a good job there by Radcliffe Smith to stay up. The player about 2 times his size ends up being the one that hits the deck. Langell spins around, tries to push it on net, but it's collected now by the Vikings, who try and push it out of trouble. The referee's arm is up. What was that for?
Hooking.
A hooking call is going to go against...
So, it's against the Vikings.
The Vikings.
Yeah.
So let's see who is going to enter the Champion Auto Glass penalty box. It will be Nicholson, who visits there for the first time of the night. For the first time tonight. Sharks on the power play, Chris. What were you going to say?
Well, I have to wait for the break now. Gone. Moment's gone.
Back underway. Natman tries to clear it out from down low. He's playing aggressive tonight. Natman as it goes into the corner. Mercerella's down there, but Doyle's at the top of the blue line. Down low, Williams. Back to Langell. Williams again working well with Langell. They have Doyle as an option at the top. Langell to Doyle. One-timer fired in, a rocket of a shot by Luke Doyle. Usually a defensive defenseman, I've noticed. Absolutely pumping in a one-timer just then.
That's what you want for your defensive defenseman up on that point. Drill that puck.
That's true. But yeah, really good defensive defenseman. I haven't seen him involved in the offense too much, but if he can continue to do that, I mean, it's quite rare in this league that you see a D-man just bombing them from the centre of the blue line. It's and really in the Australian Ice Hockey League, unless there's an import that comes in with a big shot, it's pretty rare in Australia that you just see a big bomber sitting on the top of the blue line. So maybe he could develop into that. Williams shooting, and it's a save by McLeod. Do you agree with that take?
No, I'd say there's plenty of Australian defensemen in the National League bomb some shots from the blue line. There's
Webster.
Yeah,
as in
Liam Webster.
I mean, not plenty. I wouldn't say plenty. You know, there's a couple, and they're elite.
Yeah, there's a few, but I know what you're saying, though. I get what you're saying.
We're back underway as the shot gets fired in right-hand side of the blue line by Robson. Lillick's there along the corner to try and collect it. Carius backhanded it out. Radcliffe Smith, he's been involved early as it gets turned over to Carius, who shoots a save. Pelliccioni, the rebound gets worked out of there almost by the Sharks, and behind the net now Carius. He's going to keep hacking at it. Top of the blue line now, the Vikings. They try and push it in. Radcliffe Smith does a good job. Carius, Kiuchi, shooting it, goes over the top of the net. Puck goes whizzing across the offensive zone from the Vikings. Down low in the corner now. Carius is trying to work at it. Still down low. The Vikings, top of the blue line now, shooting it in. It was Kim White Jr. and a save by Pelliccioni. Hamilton doesn't look to be in the lineup tonight.
I was just going to say to you, Luke, that instant, I don't see Sean Hamilton dressed.
No.
That's always a big out for these guys, because he's their main offensive weapon. Well, he's just their main weapon, really.
Weapon, yeah. in every single aspect.
In every aspect of the word. Yes.
Back underway. Bryce Chapman flicks it around. Spencer almost kept it in at the top of the blue line, but now here comes Williams. He's dangerous, and a save by McLeod. Clears his own rebound into the corner. Natman's going to collect it down low. Working it around. Vikings trying to get it out of there. Sharks are usually strong on the forecheck. They managed to clog him up in the neutral zone. Now Williams is coming back the other way. Ben Williams past Natman. Into the corner, gets stopped. Natman has the puck now, former Perth Shark, as it gets worked up through the middle, out to the left-hand side. Now the Vikings trying to enter the zone, and it gets turned over to Luke Doyle, who's had a good game so far. Gets bumped off the puck, but he might get there first again. Trying to lift the stick in the corner now, getting tied up. Still battling for it. Vikings managed to clear it out of there. They're coming back the other way now. They get tied up. Natman almost had it. Now working it in, Langell fired a rocket of a shot. Going to collect his own rebound. It went off a stick and into the corner. Now working it up the left-hand side. It'll go on to Lelick. Zoo. Oscar Zoo's going to work it up the right-hand side. Still Zoo in the corner. Puck gets worked around. Now backhanded up ice. Controlled by White. Now Lelick battling hard for the puck with Wright. It's getting tied up and the Vikings are holding on to it. Sharks collapse in and Vikings losing control of the puck onto Pelliccioni's net. He freezes play. Offensive zone draw for the Vikings. Can they get back in it? As it's one to the side for Williams. Radcliffe Smith. The most involved he's been in a game all season, I would say, so far tonight, as he tries to work it right in. Doesn't quite get there. Vikings trying to push it out of the defensive zone now. They couldn't quite do it. It goes back down low in the left-hand corner. They're coming right back out now again, the Vikings. Kiuchi's standing onto the loose puck. It's behind the net. He's battling hard for the puck down low. Kiguchi. Wright comes in to collect it, pushing it around. And still with the puck is the Vikings. Spencer. Spencer has the puck down low for the Vikings.
Penalty to Sharks coming.
And the Sharks touch it up, so a Sharks player will be visiting the champion auto glass.
Got interference. So we're talking the Vikings that don't have Sean Hamilton. I'm just looking at the Sharks bench. They look remarkably thin.
They don't have Lodge. He's out for the season.
Yeah, what happened to Lodge?
I don't know.
Okay.
But it's a lower body injury and he's out for like 3
I
to
saw a
6
picture of
months.
him on crutches, but I don't know. I'll have to ask your brother or something.
3 to 6 months.
Oof. But even still, their bench looks fairly short for a change. Usually they're packed.
Yeah, they are. They have looked short the last couple of weeks.
Have they? Okay.
As we're back underway. Luke Doyle is going to control it out from behind the net, but it's stopped at the top of the blue line. Now, Cooper, cross ice to Knappman, who pushes it in down low. And behind the net, Carius tries to control it. Williams pushes it out. And now Langel's going to skate onto the loose puck. Knappman was there. Williams. Back to Williams again. Pushing it out to Knappman was Williams. Connor Knappman's been involved in this game after that massive hit down in the other corner. Carius is skating onto it. Lelik almost collected it. Lelik backhands it out for Williams, who tried to find an open man at centre ice, but Knappman managed to turn it over. Really good defensive defenseman, Connor Knappman, who I watched play for the Sharks about, 5 or 6 years ago, back when Punler and everyone was on the team too. In front now, the Vikings, big save, Reese Pelliccioni.
Yeah, they had a pretty good team back then.
Yeah, Punler, Woodman, Sack. Then on the Pelicans, which used to be another junior team, was Webster Lodge, who play for Flyers Orange now.
Yeah, they all
they all play together in the Senior Men's League. Well, there's no Australian Ice Hockey League.
Yeah.
But, Knappman was always quite impressive as a defensive defenseman, and he's added some additional elements to his game over the years, as you do. I guess he's nearly in his mid-20s now.
Well, I've actually never seen him, so...
I mean, I watched so many Sharks games that first year that I did the Australian Junior Ice Hockey League. Right, cross-ice pass, nearly found Carius in the middle. It's turned over to Langell now, pushing it up to Chapman, who shoots it onto McLeod, and a save.
The thing I took away from that period of time for the Sharks is that Tomic Sack could score at will whenever he wanted to.
Yeah,
So it seemed.
I thought his game was going to be different when he came into the Australian Ice Hockey League, and he, since the end of his junior career, has just become more of a grinding, forechecking forward, and never scored at a ridiculous rate like he did in the Junior League and the National League.
Well, the National League is a huge step up from the Junior League.
Yeah, massive. Massive. Absolutely huge.
Yeah.
As they work it in, shot fired by Jackson. Down low was Wright. Now back out to Wright, who tries to go cross ice. Williams is going to collect it for the Sharks. Skating through the middle is Ben Williams, getting pushed out to the side. Really good back checking there from the Vikings. Puck gets pushed in front of McLeod's net. Chapman holds it across to Doyle. Back to Chapman. Oh, and it just bounces off the board. An awkward bounce. Chapman loses his stick. Down low is Spencer, and Chapman kicks it out of there. White skating into the corner. Collected by the Vikings, push cross ice. And Kim White Jr. also used to play for that Sharks team we were just talking about. Pushes it up the left, the right-hand side. And just on a random note, I think a lot of the Vikings players have new jerseys tonight.
You sure isn't that their old green jerseys?
No, I just think that there's about 3 or 4 players that actually have. Kim White Jr., for example, has played the entire season without a name on the back of his jersey. So
Okay.
I think a new shipment has arrived for the Northern Vikings. Bit of inside the WA Premier League for you there, as it gets collected down low by White, who actually made a really good pass that went in front of the net. There was just no one there on the doorstep. And now behind the net, Knappman is skating hard to the puck. Knappman also didn't have a Vikings jersey with his name on the back of it all season. So that's what tipped me off as he skates onto the puck.
You can see his
down low.
name, can you?
Yeah, you can.
Okay. It's hard to tell with all that hair.
Yes. Williams turned over now by Langell in front. He shoots and it's gone into the corner behind the net. Might have tipped McLeod, not sure. Down low, Williams. In front now, Williams on the Sharks. And it was saved by McLeod. Zoo's battling hard down low. Vikings trying to work it out of there. Carius is trying to work it past Robson, who ties him up. It's turned over to Williams. Zoo's coming the other way. And it gets stopped by the Vikings D. Valancourt, a player that's missing for the Sharks, I've just noticed.
Schenko.
Lushenko, yeah. So, I mean, Lodge, Valancourt, Lushenko. 3 massive players missing. Radcliffe Smith in front and a save by McLeod. Cleared out of there by Knappman. So, but yeah, both teams a little bit thin. They are both missing their stars.
Yep.
As it goes down the left wing.
The Vikings tonight, the last couple of times I've seen them, they've actually, I don't know, they've looked a lot better, but tonight they just look flat or something. I don't know.
They do look flat. It's not entering the zone that is the problem.
It's everywhere.
Well, I
can see, but
they've had some good zone entries and they've managed to get the puck in down low and hold it there a couple of times. It's just that they haven't actually got the puck on net, as Doyle goes very hard into the corner with the Vikings skater. Skating onto it down low now is Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer working hard against Chapman. And now Langell is trying to work it out of there. Here comes Langell the other way. Ryan Langell. Back to Lelick. Pushes it in down low. Puck pushed out of the corner. Jeremy Wright. Williams. Lelick. Robson. Mercerella tipped it forward. Puck went in behind McLeod's net. Both teams struggling offensively, I would say.
Yep.
Williams.
The Sharks have got just inherent more structure in their play, and
yes,
which allows them to break out a lot easier and control the puck a lot more.
Oh, and Williams lifted it, but it went high over McLeod. And now the puck in the middle, controlled by Mercerella, is taken back by the Vikings. Under 2 minutes left. Doyle. Working it in to Williams. Cross ice, Zoo. It's pushed in down low. Now Williams behind the net. In front was Zoo. And it's a good save by McLeod, who got in front of it. Now to Doyle. What can he do here? Shooting, and it's over the netting and out of play as the puck went off the Vikings defenseman, who is slowly getting up from the ice. It was actually the Vikings winger. It was Kiuchi. Back underway. Working it in is Kim White Jr. Doyle colliding with Jackson.
Oh, there we
and
go.
a shot fired. The Vikings score.
Kim White Jr. tip in.
And it's waved off.
Why is that waved off? Let's have a look at the replay.
I can't believe that was waved off. Was it a high stick?
No, he's called it.
Interference.
Or in the crease, but I don't think he was in the crease. Just looking at the replay.
I think he might have been in behind Pelliccioni in the crease.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that one.
Well, that's going to do it for the first period. Maybe we'll take a look at the replay during the intermission. We'll see you back here for the second soon.
If you need it live streamed, you need Front Row Screens. Visit frontrowscreens.com.au.
You're invited to Perth Ice Arena, Perth's premier ice skating rink. If you're into ice hockey, figure skating, a novice, or just enjoy the fun of ice skating, this is the place for you. Call or visit the website for session times. It's a great place to keep cool.
Commodore, Mustang, Camaro, Tickford, V8, supercharged, diesel. We don't care what it is, we just make them better. Visit formulatech.com.au.
Welcome back to Perth Ice Arena. Sharks lead 1-0 after a very lucky break at the end of the first. Luke Worthington alongside Chris Christopoulos.
Yeah, I think the Vikings were unlucky there.
Very unlucky. I mean, the player was in the crease behind Pelliccioni. I think that
possibly. I'm not 100%, but that's what the ref called. So
I'm almost certain that was the case. So I'm going to stick with it.
Fair enough.
Now Natman working out of there. I thought that it was a high stick, but yeah, now that I think to where I thought it was a high stick.
No, it wasn't a high stick. It would have been either man in the crease or goalie interference or something like that.
Because the stick was held pretty much perfectly in line with the crossbar. Probably even just slightly under, but it was almost perfect with the crossbar. But the call, I think, was almost definitely that the man was in the crease.
Yep.
Anyway, onwards and upwards for the Vikings. They've only got one goal to get back in it. Mercerella entering the zone on the left-hand side. Shooting. Went across the face of the goal. Both teams, like we mentioned, have struggled offensively early. All without star players. Jeremy Wright. Up ice. Good zone exit by the Vikings. They dump it in hard down low. Langell exits for the Sharks. Stomped up. Controlled by Cooper. Oh, and Chapman almost got slammed into the balls. Well, he did, and that's going to be a call. Oh, because the door went open.
Door opened.
So they've just stopped playing. They're going to close the door.
Yeah, Jordan Williams is a fairly solid unit. Skates quite well, so he can hit pretty hard.
Face-offs one back. Controlled down low by Radcliffe Smith, who's working it out of the zone. He's had a really good game tonight, Radcliffe Smith.
As he coughs it up on the blue line.
Yes. Play continues.
I'm sure he's thinking, thanks, Luke.
As it goes to Pfeiffer, who dumped it down the right-hand side. Now working it in front. The Vikings, they shoot. It was saved by Pelliccioni. Williams dumps it in down low. Lelick trying to skate onto it quickly. And it's pushed back out to neutral ice. Here comes Williams. He shoots it and a save
Nice block of
by
save.
McLeod. Now in front was Langell. Another save and another save by McLeod. What a sequence by Tom McLeod, and the Sharks score. Riley Langell on the doorstep on the fourth effort. Manages to get it past Tom McLeod.
We made the first half dozen saves there, or so it seemed. Defenseman got to help him out somewhere down the track.
Just over 16 minutes left in the second, and the Sharks lead 2-0. Face off one back. Knappman is skating onto it down low. Backhands it around where Cooper nearly had it. Now to White. Whips it through the middle. Kiuchi is skating onto it. Trying to work it around Chapman. Puck gets pushed across where it's controlled by Williams. Almost. But Kiuchi has it, pushes it on to Pelliccioni's at a save.
There's just no system structure to the Vikings set up and play tonight.
One back to Knappman, top of the blue line. Shoots it in, went wide, and a follow-up shot gets saved by Pelliccioni.
Yeah, there's no structure to what they're doing tonight, Luke.
And I think even the Sharks have been a little bit lucky to get a couple of those.
Yeah, true. But at least the Sharks are playing with some sort of structure and system, do you know what I mean?
Back underway. Puck getting worked up the left-hand side. Mercerella, Chapman, Doyle, Langell nearly had it. Knappman. Through the middle now. Langell trying to collect it. Cooper has it now for the Vikings. Pass back. Kiuchi. Dumped it in down low. Icing. Knappman playing big minutes for the Vikings tonight. Haven't seen him this involved in a game yet. Must be the new Vikings jersey.
Giving him energy, you reckon?
Sorry?
Giving him energy, you reckon?
Yeah, of course. Same as Kim White Jr. Both former Sharks playing against the Sharks in a brand new uniform. It's got to mean something. It's a game of momentum and superstition. As it goes down the left-hand side, Zoo is collecting it. He pushes it on net. Save McLeod on the pads. Now Jackson is coming out with the puck, trying to work it past Langell and Radcliffe Smith. Couldn't quite do it. Tied up at the top of the blue line by Langell. Good job there by Riley Langell as it gets dumped down low to Knappman. The call is
boarding.
Boarding.
It's called boarding. That was the signal.
So John Miles will visit the Champion Autoglass penalty box for boarding.
I think that's what the signal was.
Sharks power play. Underway. Cooper tries to push it out of there. Good job on the penalty kill there by the Vikings. Lelik drops it back. Now the Sharks are coming the other way. Entering the zone now on the power play. Almost rubbed out along the boards was Robson. Dumped all the way back down. Good penalty killing again by the Vikings. Lelik is working his way through the middle. Here's Lelik. Drop pass back. Shooting. Save.
A little bit of late stick work going on there from Lelik and the goaltender.
Yeah. And I mean, Todd McLeod is probably the biggest player on the ice. So I don't think any of these young kids would want to cross him.
No.
Mercerella. Doyle. Back to Mercerella. Working it down low. Williams. To Langell. Oh, and that was a smart pass, but it was just blocked by the Vikings, who clear it all the way down to the other end. Chapman backhanded around for Langell. Now Langell working it down. Cross ice. Chapman fakes a slapper. Mercerella down low. Pushes it on net. Save McLeod. The rebound. They score.
He actually pointed to where he wanted that pass to go, and I don't know if they actually went there by choice or by accident, but he ended up with the puck on the end of his stick. So
good play there by Ryan Langell to put that one in the back of the net. Back underway. Chapman, Doyle. Pushes it past Radcliffe Smith. Now Langell skating onto it. Here comes Riley Langell. He's down low. Tried to push it in on net. Still holding onto the puck. Langell. And it's covered by McLeod. Langell backhanded top of the blue line. It's Chapman shooting it in. And now it goes all the way back to Doyle. The Doyle-Chapman defensive pairing, the longest average hair length of a defensive pairing in the West Australian Premier League.
Speaking of hair, I remember a show I saw on Foxtel. It was ESPN, but Foxtel, probably 12 years ago. And it was high school hockey team's hair competition.
Was it Minnesota?
Could have been in Minnesota.
Yeah, they do that every year.
Every year, yeah.
Cooper. Now Knappman. Working in Knappman.
Not as good in the same period when they had the hockey fighting competition. Did you ever see that, Luke?
No, was it in the LNAH?
No. It was a staged, like MMA sort of thing, but two guys hockey equipment on ice skates, punching on.
Sorry, but that is so ridiculous.
Yeah, I think it lasted about 5-6 shows.
He gets worked. Was worked in by Ryan Langell, and now goes straight back the other way.
And I believe it was from Finland or somewhere.
Yeah, the movie Goon. I think in the second Goon movie they have a something like that where Ross Ray or Rob Ray, I think the guy's name in Goon is, and he's fighting in this underground thing that's run by this spin-off LNAH league that they have in the movie Goon, and they have a fighting series like that. Have you seen Goon? You'd like it?
I've seen the first one. I haven't seen the second one.
Watch the second. It's good.
But no, this show was from Scandinavia somewhere anyway. But they had Canadians and Europeans in this thing, and they were just bare knuckle.
That's so stupid.
And they were going for rounds, so it was like if you got through to the next round, you had to fight in another 20 minutes or however long it took to. Obviously, the show was edited, but
Give me a break.
It was pretty brutal.
Give me a break. Cross ice pass. Controlled by Williams. Pushed in on net. Mercerella nearly had it. Lelik. Oh, and two Vikings players go colliding into each other. And now down the other end, Williams almost across to Ryan Langell. Langell to Williams. What a shot by Williams, but it hit the pipe and went into the roof. Meanwhile, Kim White Jr. is out
hobbling.
of the game.
Yeah. Oh, he's broken his
skate blade.
Yep. Looks like all the rivets have torn out of him.
Good work by him letting the commentators know.
He's doing the right thing. Let the people at home know.
He did give us the signal then that there was the skate. We're not actually that smart to just know.
It's the understatement of the year. Us being not that smart.
Just over 6 minutes left in the second period. Back underway. Down low, it's pushed in on net. Puck down low still. Vikings kind of cycling it around. It goes cross ice. Now they try to center it, but it's turned over to the Sharks, who are going to come the other way. Zoo working his way in. Oscar Zoo gets shoved into the corner hard, and the Vikings are going to come out with it through Miles, who's working it out. Miles cutting in now. Top of the blue line. Cross ice pass. Puck getting hacked at. Ryan Langell's going to come up with it. Cooper. Back through the middle now, the Vikings. Still controlling it. They shoot, save. Pelliccioni.
So while we were talking about skate blades, of course, the Sharks got a penalty.
So Doyle is in the champion autoglass penalty box. Interesting. Didn't see that happen. Cooper shooting it in. It was blocked in front by Langell. Knappman shooting again. They score.
He's done it all tonight, hasn't he?
Really good game. It was that hit earlier that...
Let's see if that was tipped.
I think it was a lob.
Knuckleball.
Yeah, knuckleball. Not even... Oh, yes, a screen.
Yeah. Screen. In actual fact, the Sharks had too many men on the ice there for quite a period of time. They were still in the background in the replay, the guy skating off the ice, but
So the Vikings score on the power play. I wonder how many times you can say they've done that this season.
No, not very often.
I mean, goals for the Vikings have been kind of random events all season as it goes cross ice. Actually, I kind of feel bad saying that. I quite like...
well, unfortunately, it's quite an accurate statement. I mean...
Oh, Williams with the shot, and what a diving play there. And another diving play by the Vikings as it's hacked at in front. The Sharks score. Dwayne Pfeiffer really put it all on the line there, but the Sharks managed to tip it in front. But yeah, goals, pretty much random events for the Vikings.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like enjoying seeing this because I was actually a founding member of the Vikings 12 or so years ago when the club started up, so I don't like seeing them lose in this sort of way. Not that they've lost yet, but yeah, you know what I mean.
Well, probably in a regular season they would be quite a bit better than they are this season, I guess, if they didn't have to play two teams stacked with Thunder players all the time, or three.
True enough, but they'd still be playing the Sharks.
And the Chiefs. Well,
and
the
the
Chiefs
Chiefs
they've done well against.
Yeah. And also the Blackhawks, or Richmond, or whatever you want to call them, they've the mystery team that no one seems to be able to see. They're actually got a fair few Thunder players
yeah,
as well.
Yeah, they do. That's what I meant by three teams.
Yeah.
Shot fired in on Pelliccioni. He made the save. Puck getting hacked at. Another shot fired in, and Pelliccioni gloves it down.
Actually got an Newcastle North Stars player as well.
Who?
Casey Minson.
Sorry?
Casey Minson, ex North Stars player.
What? Really?
He may or may not even have a Goodall Cup to
On
his
the
name.
Blackhawks?
Yep.
Wow, seriously, what a mystery club they are as we get back underway.
Well, him and his brother are the reason they don't play up here, allegedly.
Right.
We've been through that a few weeks ago, if I remember.
Oh, did you say Minson?
Minson, yes.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, mate.
I thought you said Imson.
Sorry.
As we're back underway. Yeah, I'm not the biggest North Stars fan in the world. As the puck gets...
That's okay. They make up for it themselves.
As the Vikings work it down the left-hand side. Behind the net. And it's dumped out of trouble.
Which I was going to say, they treated us quite nicely there last year, but well...
What, the North Stars?
Well, maybe not you, Luke.
Oh, yeah. Great hospitality. As it goes out wide for Miles, through the middle for Knappman. He tipped it past Doyle.
I remember being in some of the thick of that.
Huh?
I remember being some of the thick of that. We won't go into that.
Langell working it in. Ryan Langell.
And that's going to be against the Vikings, I'm guessing, for holding. Yes, some unfair treatment was handed out, Luke, and I'm not saying that just because you're standing next to me.
And that'll do it for the second period. Sharks with a good period. Vikings, kind of back in it as well. It's 4-1.
If you need it live streamed, you need Front Row Screens. Visit frontrowscreens.com.au.
You're invited to Perth Ice Arena, Perth's premier ice skating rink. If you're into ice hockey, figure skating, a novice, or just enjoy the fun of ice skating, this is the place for you. Call or visit the website for session times. It's a great place to keep cool.
Commodore, Mustang, Camaro, Tickford, V8 supercharged, diesel. We don't care what it is, we just make them better. Visit formulatech.com.au.
Welcome back to Perth Ice Arena. Just about to get back underway. Sharks with a commanding lead over the Vikings. It's 4-1. Luke Worthington alongside Chris Christopoulos.
So during the break, he got schooled on the Langell brothers.
Langell, yeah. So I'm actually never going to work this one out. So number 91 is Ryan. The whole game, I've said that number 91 is Riley. So there we go. And for the whole of last game, I think I called Ryan Riley. So here we are.
You could call one of them R. Langell and the other one R. Langell. Yes. Obviously, their parents had a sense of humour.
I could, yeah.
However, both of them are playing very well.
And both of their names just starts with Rye Langell. So makes it a little bit tough. I don't think they were thinking of hockey commentary when they were named.
No.
If we could go back in time and I had one thing I could do, I would say, please.
The Canadian parents, you would think they would have thought about it.
Dumped into the corner. And push back out now. Carius with a chance in front. Stoned by Pelliccioni on the doorstep.
I'm stunned. It's a good save, but he should have buried that.
Face off one back by the Vikings. They're on the top of the blue line. Cooper pushes it in down low. Vikings trying to control it. Hummerston. Robson and Langell hacking at it. Radcliffe Smith. Dumps the puck into the zone. Zoo. Oscar Zoo. Lelick across. Oh, and almost a one-timer from the Sharks, but it's stopped in front now by McLeod. They're still hacking at it. The puck gets covered up. Offensive zone draw for the Sharks. Face off one back. Pushed up to the top of the blue line, almost held in by Lelick. Robson. So I think while play slows down like it has, we can get a score update from Coburn for the Flyers Orange and Blackhawks game. They've played some crackers this year, those two teams. Sharks cycling it around well in the meantime.
There's not much love lost between them either.
No, they don't like each other. Well, it's more there's a lot of friends, so they just play really hard against each other.
This will be a penalty to the Sharks for tripping.
So Vikings coming the other way through right. They were offside, so oh well, they'll go on the power. They'll go on the power play now. So at Coburn, we are just struggling to find a score update, and here it is. Flyers Orange lead 4-2. So is the Minson that used to play for the
North Stars?
The Central New South Wales ice hockey team.
The unmentionables to around you, yes.
A goalie?
No.
Oh.
It's his older brother, Casey. Liam is the goalie.
Okay. Yeah, Central New South Wales Ice Hockey Club is
the 2.5 hours or so north of Sydney club.
As the Vikings, who are on the power play, hack at it in the corner. It's Langell, by the way, who's in the champion auto glass penalty box. And Williams is coming the other way. He dumps it down onto McLeod's net. Cooper through the middle. Working it in now is Pfeiffer, shooting and it went wide. He was pressured hard. Puck gets pushed up the corner. Doyle tried to hack it out of there. Puck took an awkward bounce off the boards, but it's controlled well by the Vikings. Cooper held it in well, stayed on side. Puck goes back. Kiuchi. Just over 11 remaining. Carriers through the middle to Cooper, who tried to control it. Now in front, Vikings. Puck stopped. Chapman pushes it out of there, top of the blue line. Kiuchi shooting it in, covered up by Pelliccioni.
It's a little bit of spirit in the game there. A little bit of handbags, 10 paces, that sort of thing.
Rick Cooper getting a glove in the face from Doyle.
Rick Cooper is one of the least, what can I say, aggressive, or not aggressive, but he's not the normal type to get in your face, if you know what I mean. It's pretty easy going, Rick.
Yeah, I spoke to him for the first time last week.
Very laid back character.
Big Eagles fan.
Yep.
Good to see.
West Perth fan as well.
Yeah, he told me that.
Yeah.
Front row streams will be on the waffle tomorrow. Sorry, front row screens will be on the waffle tomorrow at Lathlane for the clash between the Perth Demons and South Fremantle Bulldogs. Join us there from 11:30, which is the Colts game, and 4:30 for the league game. Probably on most platforms that you're watching this on, except the team and IHWA platforms, but CD Dodd will be most likely hosting it too. Natman is going to work it in through the middle.
Speaking of games coming up in the next couple of months, I've got a couple I'm involved with.
Oh yeah, go on.
I'll wait till the break.
Natman is down low, long way from home. Puck tipped in front. Williams is going to work it out of there. Now up the right-hand side, it's Zoo. Oscar Zoo shooting it and went high and wide. Jeremy Wright is going to skate onto the loose puck in the corner and control it. Puck almost pushed past Natman. Williams shooting, save McLeod. Go on.
Well, first up there's the Oldman Ice Hockey Challenge coming up in November, which is virtually the all-stars of the 6 teams we've been featuring on these Friday night feeds.
The what?
The Oldman Ice Hockey Challenge.
Oh, I thought you said the Old Man Ice Hockey
Well,
Challenge.
there's that too. You can interpret it as that, but...
The UIHC.
Yes.
So the all-star game of this...
pretty much.
Basically.
I'm in charge of North the North Stars again, and the Northern team.
I have a feeling that I might be... Go back there, can I say that? Yeah, I have a feeling that the front row screens will be most likely bringing the UIHC to you on whatever platform you're watching it on.
Well, my ugly face will be in front of the camera for a change instead of well hidden back here behind you, Luke. Along with, I have my old sparring partner, Richie Lamb, is on the bench with me. He threatened me if I didn't put him in there. And, of course, captained by Ben Bro, the Northern team.
Yes. So Chapman in a race for the puck with Williams.
So
Chapman's cleared it out of there.
So I'll be going for the 3 years in a row for the win.
Oh, really? UIHC was the first game I ever commentated.
Okay.
I talked into the MacBook without a microphone. That was how I did it.
Wow.
As Langell is in
great goal.
front, roofs it on the backhand, and the Sharks lead 5-1.
I hope Ben Bro is penciling in these Langell boys for a Thunder pre-season next year.
That'll be good.
Just saying.
Yeah, so I have a North Stars jersey.
T.
As in the Northern North Stars, is that the name of the team?
I think yeah, that's right. I think I played in a couple
or
few
the
years
Northern
back, but
Stars, that's what they're called.
Northern Stars, that's right.
So I have a Northern Stars jersey with Worthington printed on the back.
Oh, that's good. Yep.
We're back underway.
It's all, of course, for charity, for telethon, I believe, the proceeds, so all in a good cause.
Langell works it around. Zoo controls it. Now Oscar Zoo working up the left-hand side. Pushed into the corner. Down low, Vikings trying to work it out of there. Now working it in the Vikings. Lelick skating onto it in the corner.
You just can't get in that last little bit, can they?
No. No. Not spin it tonight. Natman skating in. Almost got rubbed out by Lelick.
I gotta say, he's been their best player tonight so far.
I mean, he's been like Superman tonight, especially compared to the performance of his teammates. And what a save by Pelliccioni.
And of course, the second, speaking of good causes, the second game, well, one game that I'm involved with is the Defence Force team versus the Emergency Services team, which is another one raising money for charity. I'm lucky enough to qualify for both, but I'm playing in the Defence Force team.
What? I thought... What were you in?
I was in the army when I was younger.
For how long?
Done a lot. I've done a lot in my life, mate.
Where were you stationed?
I was a reservist here in Perth.
Okay.
For 5 years. So I qualify as an ex-member, and we've been trying to recruit. We've been getting our butts handed to us the last 4 or 5 years by the Defence Force, by the Emergency Services team. So via sort of strenuous qualifications, David Kudler and Ben Bro actually qualified to play for the Defence Force team by the fact their fathers were both serving military members. So watch out, Emergency Services, because the plan is give it to Dave, give it to Ben. Simple plan. You think I'm kidding? I am not. David has confirmed, Ben's yet to confirm yet, but hopefully, he said if he's here, he will. So of course that's all for charity, for returned servicemen, and emergency services people.
Meanwhile, there's just over 6 minutes to go. Puck getting hacked at in the corner. Doyle's down low. Gets pushed off by Williams. Mercerella has it. Pushes it up ice. There was no one there. Vikings winning a battle or a race to the loose puck, but it's turned right over now to Langell. Vikings have it Kiuchi. Doyle. Scrum in the corner. Langell comes out with it. Riley Langell coming the other way. Right, pushed it back. Williams skating in now. Williams gets pushed into the corner. Sorry, Jackson. Doyle now works it up for Zoo. Zoo through the middle. Radcliffe Smith shooting. Safe and clear.
Yes, I believe that game's on the 21st, I think, of November. It's usually on around the 11th of November, obviously, but I don't know what the reason is this year, been a bit later, but anyway.
So it looks like it ended up being a very close game.
What's the score there?
It's finished. And Flyers Orange won 4-3 over the Blackhawks. So they are in outright second. So the top four remains exactly as it was before we went into the round. Sharks are going to hold on to their lockdown that they have on fourth. And
Will it depend on who plays who? Really, won't it?
Sorry, what do you mean?
Well, who did the Sharks play next? Did you say there's 3 games left? Or?
No, 2, I think.
2.
So we can get that up in just a second. Lelick's going to control it at centre ice. Robson has it. Back to Lelick. Through the middle. Controlled by the Vikings. Robson down low. Knappman.
It's a good pass from Knappman.
Up to the top of the blue line. Shooting.
Oh.
Tipped in front. Couldn't get it in the Vikings. Lelick pushed it out of there. Langell hacks at it. Mercerella now in the zone. Shooting, and it went wide. Knappman. Brought his own puck tonight. Now Spencer winds one up. It goes wide. Chapman, Williams coming the other way. Ben Williams shooting. Glove save McLeod. You know, I was thinking of when McLeod was in net before and he took a swing at one of the Sharks players. It reminded me of this incident that happened about 5 years ago down this end of the rink when Mark Guggenberger was in net for the Perth Thunder. And a player on the opposition team, Carius, entering the zone now, working it in on Pelliccioni, covers it up on a save. So down this end of the rink that you can see on the broadcast,
Mark Guggenberger.
Mark Guggenberger had a player hacking at him in front of the net. So when there was so when the play ended, he went behind that player, pinned his arms behind his back, skated him into the corner, and just started going at him in the corner. He basically just skated the guy across there. He glided him across like a referee would glide a player into the penalty box. Save Pelliccioni again from Cooper at the top of the blue line, and
that
just went to town on this guy. I don't even think the guy knew what was happening.
That's Googs all over, really. He did coin he did bring it. Well, I first heard it from him. It's probably my almost favourite hockey saying. Do you know the one, Luke?
No.
That when you're on the road, on the road boos are actually on the road cheers.
Oh.
So the louder they boo, just think of it as cheers. And
there we go.
yeah, it's a good bit of logic. Always liked that saying when I heard that.
Coming back the other way now, working it in there now. The Vikings trying to hold on to it, just over 2 minutes left. Hummerston trying to push it in front for Spencer.
He also said a lot of other things that I can't repeat on air.
I'd imagine.
But anyway.
I interviewed, actually I'll tell you after, but I interviewed him once.
You accused me of that earlier tonight. Hey, Lukey.
I kind of just caught myself there, to be honest.
Anything to do with Gugelberg, you can't really repeat on air, really. Let's be honest. Did you see him, it would have been maybe a couple of years ago now, go down the, he was testing one of the Red Bull crashed ice tracks, and he was in the Thunder jersey.
Oh, yes, I did see that.
Did you see that? Yeah, that was good. Looked surprisingly sober, too. He's actually a very, very, very talented goalie who let his, off-ice habits pretty much ruin his career, but he was he could have gone anywhere. He was good.
Puck gets tied up in the corner. He came from the ECHL, didn't he? As it gets pushed onto McLeod's net over the netting.
Yeah, but I mean, if as a young teenager, if he'd knuckled under and not partaken some things he partaked in, he could have gone anywhere. He was really good.
God, the Thunder have had some good goalies.
He was a good goalie. Just
yeah.
Not the best person in the world.
Oh, I hate to say it. I wasn't going to say that. I just know that.
Unfortunately,
off ice he struggled sometimes. Was what I was going to say. Then there was Dugas, who was the first goalie that I saw. There was Heemskirk, who, other than an ACL injury that kind of nagged in his whole career, was possibly one of the best goalies I've ever seen.
Yep, I agree with that.
Now here comes Wright, a backhand pass across, almost went back to Wright down low.
Trying to get too fancy, Wright just had gone in and shot the bloody thing.
Coming back the other way, the Sharks shooting hit the side of the net. So just 20 seconds to go now, and the Vikings just, unable to get it done against a decent Sharks outfit tonight.
Yeah. They just had no offense.
So the Sharks are going to take this one 5-1. A convincing performance without three of their best stars as William dumps it in onto McLeod's net, and the Sharks' finals hopes stay alive. The youngsters get it done 5-1 over the Vikings. I'll be away for the next 2 weeks, so it'll most likely be Paul Persick that will be with you for the call here from Perth Ice Arena. Until the finals, I'll see you then. Thanks for joining me and Chris.
Good night.
If you need it live streamed, you need Front Row Screens. Visit frontrowscreens.com.au.
You're invited to Perth Ice Arena, Perth's premier ice skating rink. If you're into ice hockey, figure skating, a novice, or just enjoy the fun of ice skating, this is the place for you. Call or visit the website for session times. It's a great place to keep cool.
Commodore, Mustang, Camaro, Tickford, V8 supercharged, diesel. We don't care what it is, we just make them better. Visit formulatech.com.au.